Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. I'm excited to share my research on how young children learn to read. The age group I'm going to be discussing ranges from infants to 8 years old. I know you're thinking that's a broad range to cover in such a short video. The reason for the broad range is because NACCE states, although reading and writing abilities continue to develop throughout our lifespan, the early childhood years, birth through age 8, are the most important period for literacy development. In the United States, we have one of the highest literacy rates in the country. And one of the main reasons, and several reasons, of course, but we have access to education, and also because communication has changed drastically over the years. Communication used to be done mainly verbally. You pick up the phone, you call someone, and you chat. Now, in our fast-paced society, communication demands more reading and writing. Why? Well, the internet, computers, and email. Children begin to experiment with language as newborns. A newborn will imitate sounds and read facial expressions of people they are around. Think about a game as simple as peekaboo. Babies love it. You're using languages. It's simple. They're seeing the action from you. You're hiding and then you're there. They also enjoy manipulating toys that make sounds. Through early play, children learn to recognize symbols. A child will use visual and physical cues in their environment to determine what's happening in their world. Because language skills begin at birth, it is imperative for an infant's social and emotional environment to be engaging and loving. Machado, the author of Early Childhood Experiences, states learning occurs through contact and interaction with others in a family setting. Next, I would like to discuss our preschoolers. Preschoolers are so curious and their imaginations are amazing. And they come to us ready to learn. Actually, all children learn through play. A preschooler develops a multifaceted form of language. They use past tense, embedded clauses, and passive constructions. Have you ever been talking to a toddler and they say, "He breaketed my toy"? Don't fret. The reason they speak that way is because they are noticing language patterns. And those language patterns help them develop language and some skills for reading. And they're applying those language patterns to how they understand language to be. Machado's research estimates that preschoolers' vocabulary can range from 200 to 1,000 words, and on average, preschoolers learn 50 new words a month. Wow. Imagine. That's a lot of words. As parents or educators, it's important to offer rich opportunities for reading and language development. One of the most important activities we can do is to actively read to children. As you read, ask open-ended questions about the story or what their favorite part was. Also discuss the physical characteristics of the book. For example, this is the title, this is the illustrator, the front and the back of the book, the spine of the book. These all help our preschoolers learn to read. I'm going to talk about kindergartners next. What a group of busy and exciting learners. Kindergartners are increasingly aware of letter shapes, names, sounds, and words. Caution here, though. Not all kindergartners come into kindergarten with the same set of skills. That is why it's important to know where each child is developmentally and use that as your platform to build upon. Kindergartners need to be exposed to different types of text. Some examples would be narratives or informational text. Be mindful that vocabulary is not just about reading. What I mean is show children how words are actually written on paper. I recommend having a child dictate something to you and they watch you as you write. Show them you start on the left of the paper and you move to the right. Also, say the letters slowly as you write them. NACCE encouraged this as well by stating, teachers' dictation of children's stories help develop word awareness, spelling, and the conventions of written language. Primary children gain word recognition that is becoming automatic. At this age, they're starting to recognize a lot of words. This is the goal we want for our primary grade children. NACCE states one of the hallmarks of skilled reading is fluent accurate word identification. When children begin to read, they are slow and hyper-focused on what's on the page. However, as a child reads more frequently, their reading becomes fluent and with expression. Children this age also use different strategies to decode unfamiliar words. Lastly, I would like to talk about the GELDs. GELDs have standards regarding reading, and I feel it's important to give an example. We're going to go with early reading, and the standard is CLL5. The child will acquire meaning from a variety of materials read to him or her. This standard is broken down by indicators by age groups. Before I wrap up the show, let's go over what we've learned. We know babies need to feel loved, secure, and be engaged in their environment. Read to your infant, kindergartner, and keep reading as long as they'll let you. When you're reading, talk about the story content and ask open-ended questions. Encourage primary grade children to read and supply them a variety of different texts. Thank you all for allowing me this opportunity. Please remember, all children have a desire for human interaction. Human interaction is where reading and writing develop.